Good morning and welcome to Dobutsu Kyoji, the Animal Liberation Temple. Oh, sorry, I'm not live on Facebook yet. Oh, maybe I was. I am now. Good morning and welcome to Dobutsu Kyoji, the Animal Liberation Temple. It is Sunday, March 2nd, 2025. Just let me check the live streams. I do believe everything's working. Hopefully we have sound. Somebody will probably let me know. Go. So I do have the chats open on both Facebook and YouTube. So if folks want to comment and message there, that'd be great. It really helps the algorithm. If folks should be following our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page, it helps a lot. Good morning, Father Robert. So good to see you. Quick updates. We got rain last night, so it's very cold this morning. It's not raining now, so that's good. I don't think we're expecting any more rain for the rest of the day. If folks have been following our Facebook page, we unfortunately had Melinda pass away this last week. We conducted funeral service for her, and she'll be sorely missed. Her sister, Melissa, who's also a California rock chicken, something like that. I'm not sure the specific breed, but she had a sister, Melissa. I'm sure she's missing her. Oh, good morning, Pauline. So good to see you. We do have a new resident, Bernard. I think he's a little terrier. He was pulled from the euthanasia list in Contra Costa County because of temperament and a skin issue. And I think a plant-based diet is going to help him with that skin issue. And I don't know what they mean by temperament because he is just a puppy. He's very lovely. He was, a little timid when I first met him, but now he is very happy little puppy. He's been playing with Lucy. He sometimes comes when I call him. Bernard, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Oh, no, there's Lucy. She thought about it, but then and her friend Lucy came and she wants to play with Lucy. You can at least hear him. Oh, I know, Bernard, you're okay. Bernard barks to try to get Lucy to play. He wants Lucy to play with her. There they go. He's got plenty of energy, and he's doing really well. So we got the rest of our residents. Their ducks are all eating. Breve, Grave, Amanda, and Renee. They were in the pond this morning. They love the rain, so that's really good. But they're eating breakfast right now. Like I mentioned, Lucy's doing really well. Bernard's trying to get Lucy to play. My goats down the hill, Rob, Matt, and Philip are doing really well. Saw them yesterday. The tortoises are back out. Even though we had a light rain yesterday, they were sheltered and we've had warmer days. if it doesn't warm up today, they might go back into the medical building, but I'm hoping the sun will come out and warm up a little bit, and the tortoises will be able to spend some outside time again. They've been out most of this week. Bernard, if Lucy doesn't want to play, Bernard. Okay. Our turkeys, Pri and Harriet, are over here finishing their breakfast. Our Cornish cross roosters, Jax over here and Jimmy over there, are doing really well. Jax is getting big, so he's going to go back on the diet, get his weight down a little bit. Jimmy is still getting a little extra food, try to bring his weight up a little bit. Something that we always have to just be aware of with our Cornish cross roosters. Oh, good morning, Jackie. So good to see you. And then we have Wendy, the guinea fowl. She's doing really well. Our roosters in the main aviary, which are Sabrina May, Hard One, Mr. Black, Elton, and Magnus, are doing really well. Our hens, Glennis, Gwen, Alice, Melissa, Sunny, Dora, and Daniela are all doing really well. Our rats, Yamabushi and Hasu, are doing well. Our dove friend Sequoia is doing well. And then we have our Cornishes in the Cornwall corner over here. Poppy, Aster, Ivy, Azalea, Peony, Cynthia, Lotus, Edward, Magnolia, Hazel, Sage, Marigold, Camilla, Hydrangea, Holly, and Zinnia. One second, I'm going to help Bernard out. Bernard, if Lucy doesn't want to play, she doesn't want to play. You need to go out there, Lucy? Bernard. Bernard, come on. Go out, Lucy. Bernard. All right. That's just that little interruptions that you have to deal with when you're trying to get a new resident kind of used to the place. Bernard's been super quiet since he's been here, so I'm actually really happy to see Bernard getting the confidence to bark and play, and it interrupts the live stream a little bit, but I'll gladly take that, so that that I know Bernard's feeling confident and happy. But I left off with our pigeon friends. They're all doing really well. FP, Champagne, Appletini, Tulin, Sasha, Yo-Yo, Petey, Ricky, Spencer, Shambles, Beluga, Beth, Pee-wee, Cascade, Augustus, Frankie, Rufus, Harper, Elliot, Snickers, Boba, Kismet, Farah, Angus, Pandora, Jones, Sin, Harriet, Lago, Fred, Chamonto, Halo, Vin, Campone, Thimble, Percy, Pacino, Lacey, and Sasha. All of our pigeon friends doing well. Good morning, Gabriella. So good to see you. Oh, good morning, Jackie. So good to see you too over on YouTube. I'll just rechecking the chats over there. Jackie watches both on Facebook and YouTube. That definitely helps our algorithm out a lot, so I appreciate that. And then we also have our duck couple, our wild duck friends who come and visit the pond every year. They're back again. It's so wonderful to see them kind of visit every year. Is there any other updates here? No building projects going on right now. Everything's kind of on hold because I don't have a vehicle to do regular chores and get regular things done here. I'm still working on my car. I don't know when it's going to get finished. It's just expensive. Yeah. We'll start today's services, though, with the recitation of the Heart Sutra. As always, dedicated to our dear animal friends, the residents here at the temple, all of your companion animal friends there at home, and all the wild animal friends that possibly can hear these prayers. They're dedicated to them. Maka hanya haramita shingyo kanji zai bosatsu gyojin hanya haramita jiso kengo ongai kudo isai kuyaku shari shiki fuku fui shiki shiki zoku ze kuku zoku ze shiki ju sogyo shiki yaku bunya ze shari shi ze shoho kuso fusho fumetsu fuku fujo fuzo fugen ze koku chumu shikimu jusogyo shikimu genri bizet shinri mushiki shoko misoku ho mugen kai nai shimui shiki kai mu myo yaku mu myo jin nai shimu roshi yaku mu roshi jin muku shu mutsu do mutsu yaku mu tokui musho tokko bodai satta hanya haramita koshin mukege komu funri sai tendo muso kugyo ne hansanze shobutsu e hanya haramita kotoku wa nokudara sanmyaku sanbodai kochi hanya haramita zedai shushin zedai myo shuze mujo shuze mutodo shuno joisei kushinjitsu fukoko zetsu hanya haramita shuzoku zetsu shuwatsu gyate hara gyate hara so gyate boji sowaka hanya shingyo negu waku wa kono kudoko o motte amaneku isai ni oyoboshi warira toshija tomina tomono buttara o animal liberation o jozen kota o jiho sanshi boshi son bosa boshi son bosa mokosa moko hoja horo mi will now recite the refuge prayer in Tibetan and that in English. Page 8 of the Animal Liberation Temple prayer book for those who follow along. Sangye chadan taki chanam la chanju pajuk takti gyabsu ji taki jinso kipe sonam ki drola pinter sangye chuparsho. The Buddha, Dharma, and excellent assembly of the Sangha. Until I attain enlightenment, these I take refuge. By my practice of the 6 perfections, may all sentient beings attain the state of Buddhahood. Bernard? 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 Come here, Lucy. Bernard. Sometimes Lucy doesn't want to play all the time. Such a puppy. I know. Excuse me, folks. I just gotta make sure everybody's doing okay. Bernard. Bernard. You know. You okay, Lucy? What are you looking at? The horses? Bernard, you have to bark some more, okay? I know. We think it's playtime all the time. Alright, excuse me, folks. We now recite the 4 great bodhisattva vows, Shigi Seigan. Bernard. Bernard. Are you getting tired of that, Lucy? Come on, Lucy. Come on. Go. We'll give Lucy a break. Lucy's very gentle and... Alright, that didn't work. I know, Lucy. You're a good girl. Lucy. Lucy. Come on. Lucy, come on. You want to go inside? Or is Bernard bothering you? Alright. You want to go inside, Lucy? No? Okay, you don't have to. Just want to make sure you're doing okay. Alright, sorry folks. Like I said, I just gotta make sure I take care of everybody. They say that Bernard's 3 years old, but he acts very young. Or maybe he's never had the opportunity to act like a puppy. So I don't want to stop them from playing and communicating. So please just be patient with me. Lucy, you want to go inside? I don't want Bernard to bother you. Bernard, if Lucy doesn't want to play, she doesn't want to play. Come here. all can be good. Good girl, Lucy. Alright. We now recite the 4 great Bodhisattva vows, Shigi Seiga. Shujo Muhen Segando Bono Mujin Segandan Homon Muryo Seganga Butro Mujo Segando. However numerous sentient beings, I vow to enlighten them all. However inexhaustible my delusions, I vow to extinguish them all. However immeasurable the dharmas, I vow to master them all. However endless the enlightened way, I vow to follow it fully. You're so calm, Lucy. Lucy's very stoic, and she is just in meditation right now as Bernard continuously barks at her. And I just feel bad for Lucy. I don't want Lucy to lose her temper, but she's doing so well. So here's Bernard, our little vocal guy. Can we calm down just a little bit? I know. We're a brand new puppy and we just gotta get used to things. Alright. You're good. We now recite the 6 vows to our dear animal friends. However numerous my dear animal friends, I vow to liberate them all. However diverse the methods of animal liberation, I vow to support them all. However unheard their voices, I vow to speak out for them all. However painful and inexhaustible the methods of suffering, I vow to bear witness to them all. However infinite the cages and tanks, I vow to empty them all. However difficult animal liberation, I vow to achieve it completely. And we now recite the 100-syllable Vajrasattva purification mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Nupalaya Vajrasattva Te No Patista Jedo Me Bhava Sutta Sho Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Sarva Sitta Me Prayata Sarva Karma Sitta Me Chicham Shri Yam Guru Hom Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajrama Me Mudra Vajri Bhava Mahasamamya Sapaha. So I let Lucy out front to kind of go exploring, give her a little space from Bernard so that we don't test Lucy's patience too much. But um, I'm always very confident and amazed at Lucy's patience with other non-human animals. Like I said, I had Bernard in with the chickens earlier, and Bernard did not do too well. Not that he can hurt any of the chickens, but he wants to chase them and play, and I don't want the chickens to get hurt, so I won't let that happen. Um, but Lucy does really well with the chickens. She can go in there, and she's very gentle and slow and calm. Um, just does really well. Bernard, and he's probably going to start going again. One of the things that we get to have the opportunity to practice up here is um, patience. It's probably one of the greatest um, lessons that our dear animal residence here has been able to teach me. Um, Everything from the obvious, like Bernard, a little puppy who wants to bark and play, and you know, he hasn't barked the whole time he's been here. But as soon as I start the live stream, then he wants to start barking, and that's okay. Like I said before, I want him to express himself and be the person he wants to be. And I explained before how we have roosters from the fighting industry, where they were used for fighting, and they're very aggressive towards other roosters, as well as very human aggressive. Um, so they're separated, and they have their own space, and I have to go into those spaces to clean and to feed them every day. And sometimes I get attacked by them, and a rooster kick, I'll tell you, that's the worst. Um, People are afraid of chickens pecking them, but a kick from a rooster hurts the most. And so I've been kicked by roosters multiple times, and again, it gives me these opportunities to practice patience and compassion, and kind of show them that it's okay, that at times that you need to lash out of fear or maybe even anger. Um, and I want us to kind of look for that every day and kind of think about if you can imagine, a rooster who's been locked in a tiny cage all their life, and someone finally rescues them, but they've only known cruelty, and whenever they see another rooster, it's a bloody fight, and whenever they see a human, they're being mistreated and mishandled, and often forgot to be fed, and their small little cages is covered in feces. And someone finally rescues them, and then brings them to a place like this where they have their own space. It's a much larger space. They're not in tiny cages anymore. And they get their own privacy, and they're no longer have to be afraid of other roosters coming in and taking their food or hurting them. Um, and they, can roost and be at peace finally. And then a human like me comes in, and I want to clean up and feed them, and um, they've only known mistreatment, and they've only known abuse. So out of fear, or maybe even just out of anger, they lash out, and they kick me, and are upset that I'm in their space, and they finally got their own space, and there I am invading it. And I think what we need to do is look at these opportunities to practice patience and compassion, to realize that often people, humans, roosters, puppies, we lash out in ways that we find aggressive, but they lash out of fear, or even anger. And to have compassion and understanding for those moments, and try to respond with patience and compassion and love. My most aggressive rooster I have over there, we'll go visit him today. His name is Hard One. And slowly he's getting used to me coming in and visiting him. But he's kicked me many, many times. And every time he's kicked me, I've responded with love and care and compassion, and quickly do the thing I need to do and then leave him in peace. And maybe slowly he'll learn that, I'm not there to hurt him. And I think us humans need the same thing. We need reassurance that, we're not going to get hurt again. We need time to heal from the anger, and the fear that we experience. And we run across other humans in that same situation. And I think what an awesome opportunity we have to show them love and care and compassion, some patience, at the very least, a little bit of patience, that often they're reacting out of fear and anger. And the only appropriate way to respond is with patience. If I was to respond in return with anger or violence or fear of my own, I will only perpetuate that with my rooster friends if I responded that way. And in fact, if I responded that way, I would expect most of you who tune in live every week to stop doing that, because, oh, this is not a good guy. This is a bad guy. So let's not be bad guys. Let's be good, patient, compassionate, understanding people. We all can use that, and that's one of the most precious things I think I've been taught by our residents here. And now that I have my new resident here, our new little puppy friend, Bernard, and he wants to bark only during services, I have to respond with patience and care, and realize, maybe where that's coming from. Maybe he every time he barked before, he was, hurt or abused. And he just needs the opportunity to be able to express himself and communicate in the only way he knows how, and to kind of like allow him to explore those things. And I think that's important. And I see the same for my roosters. The only way they know to protect themselves is to kick and fight, and that's the only way they know to express themselves. I just gotta allow that to happen for the moment, and respond with patience and care. And maybe our boss at work, the only way they know how to communicate is by yelling and being upset at you for being late, or for doing nothing at all. They're just upset today. Maybe that's the only way they know to respond in the moment. And maybe that's what we should try to express, some patience and loving kindness for them too. So that's my brief talk for this week. I hope that makes a lot of sense to people. Yeah, I almost think that Yolanda talks about it. I've been kicked by a rooster and cornered too when I was a child. So I learned that they are very protective of their flock. Roosters are very protective of their flock. Sabrina does the same thing. And it's interesting to learn that, like, I think that's an interesting point, because the reaction is the same, right? Sabrina and maybe the rooster that was chasing Yolanda was reacting out of protecting, out of self-defense for their flock, protecting their loved ones. Where, Hard One just might be out of fear, and anger, but the kind of the same response. And sometimes we don't recognize that, when other human beings are lashing out. Maybe they're doing it out of self defense. Maybe that's the only way they know how to communicate self defense. And I don't um, condone violence at all, and I think there's always a better way to do that. Um, but it first starts with understanding why somebody might be doing that, and maybe um, look for the best intentions in people, even when it's self defense or out of fear or anger. So we will conclude today's services with the recitation of the Animal Liberation Prayer, as well as the dedication of merit. And like I promised, we'll go see Hardwin today and see how he's doing and see if he wants to interact with us, since we had a little talk about Hardwin. Animal Liberation Prayer, found on page 12, 13, and 14 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who are subject to unbearable pain in labs throughout the world, be free of all suffering. May alternatives to animal experimentation, vivisection, and dissection be implemented immediately. May bodhicitta, the quality of compassion that leads to enlightenment, fill the hearts of those who imprison them. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who suffer endless days, months, and years, locked in tiny cages unable to move, be filled with peace and calm. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who are forcibly taken from their families, be reunited, and may all families be able to stay together. May the hearts of those who work in slaughterhouses, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends be filled with bodhicitta, so the very thought of harm is purified. May they never kill again, and may the slaughterhouse lines, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends become immediately empty. May no animal be afraid or depressed. May their bodies be free of injuries, disease, and illness. May the mutilation of their bodies be forever ceased. May those who need homes or have been driven from them find shelter, plentiful food, and water. May there be liberation for those tortured for fur, entertainment, or who are hunted. May those who believe that they are superior to our brother and sister animals develop perfect equanimity, and may they realize in their hearts that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature, the potential to be completely free of suffering, and that they are not ours to kill or exploit. May the billions of land and sea-dwelling sentient beings who are abused, exploited, and killed due to greed, hatred, and ignorance be free of suffering. May all the nets, hooks, blades, projectiles, traps, snares, cages, pens, tanks, lethal restraints, saddles, reins, prods, bait, poison, and all instruments used to harm, exploit, and dominate our dear animal friends be forever abolished. May all human and non-human sentient beings live together in harmony, peace, equanimity, and achieve perfect enlightenment quickly. May we all experience happiness, safety, freedom, and animal liberation in this very lifetime. We now recite the dedication of merit to our dear animal friends, page 16 and 17 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. Throughout our many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue we have accomplished, including this aspiration for peace, and all that we will ever attain, this we offer for the benefit of all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends. May suffering, exploitation, and unnecessary death be decreased for every being, while wisdom, bliss, and compassion increase in this and every future life. May we clearly and instantly perceive the plight of our dear animal friends with the urgency and seriousness they deserve, and our every action leads us to complete liberation. May we quickly attain enlightenment and work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Thank you, Stacy, for tuning in live. And I think there was a Maria that I missed earlier, or Melanie Maria. And Gabriella, so good to see you. Thank you for tuning in live as well. Melanie Marie. Yes, thank you for tuning in live. I really appreciate it. We'll start our quick tour here. Hi, Bernard. Hey, Lucy. Say hi, Lucy. Everybody loves Lucy. I'm going into the main area here. There's a little white chicken. There's Dora. And there's Sunny. And Alice and Daniela. And that's Sabrina May the rooster. And Elton the rooster. Wendy the guinea fowl. And here's Melissa over here. I can't see if this is on the screen or not. All right, this is hard one here. We'll see if he wants to visit with me today. Hi, hard one. Do you want to say hi, or are we a little upset? How we doing? So hopefully I'm in frame here. I kind of just want to give him the space to kind of say hello if he wants. It used to be that I couldn't even come in here without being immediately attacked. Hi, hard one. I'm your friend. How we doing? Move slow and kind of let him decide what he wants to do. Good boy. That's hard one. Ducks, we did not finish our food. Here's the ducks. Did not finish their food today. Sometimes they do that. And we will let the turkeys out next. Chickens ate most of their food. Good. Harriet. And Priya. You want to come out, Priya? And here comes the ducks to join the turkeys. All right. So that's half the sanctuary, and make sure you tune in next week. And next week we'll definitely see the other Cornishes and visit with the pigeons. But I like to do a quick little tour. We visit people. We saw Hard One because we talked about him today. I know, my tripod is crooked. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Jackie. Yes, Pauline. Hard One is very big. He's a big guy. One of our bigger roosters. There she goes again. So thank you everybody for joining us here at the Butsu-Kyoji, the Animal Liberation Temple, where we are at the service of the spiritual and physical liberation of our dear animal friends. Please like and share our videos and posts on YouTube or on Facebook or our website, www.animalliberationtemple.com. If you are good at website development, we really need to update our website. It's still there, the information is correct, but like it's very old. We haven't updated in a very long time because I don't know how to do those things. So if you're good at that, maybe you can help donate that way. Donate your time and volunteering for that. If you're local, please come and visit us. Either volunteer or just come to visit with our residents. They love interacting with human beings. If you have the ability to donate financially, please do. We're always in desperate need to build improvements and to expand, as we want to be able to take in more residents and help more individuals. But thank you all very much for tuning in this week, and hope to see you folks here soon again. Thank you.